Today we are going to discuss biodiversity, their uses, what are the threats of biodiversity, and what are the different methods of conservation of biodiversity. The word biodiversity actually is a contraction word derived from biological diversity. So one scientist, that is the entomologist, mainly Edward O. Wilson, the first determined or coined the terms, you can say, biodiversity, and he was considered as father of biodiversity. Diversity means variations. What are the variations between the different entities of life, we can say, or living words, we can say. So it is not a general term, it's considered as a umbrella term, umbrella form. Okay? And it's mainly refer for all living creatures. It mainly biodiversity or diversity may be found at a genetic level by the in form of a number of organisms, their variations in the life or variability. What are the variability, different types of the variability among the living organisms? So we can define the biodiversity as a variability or variations among the living organisms from all sources, including inter alia, what diversity among the things, terrestrial marines, diversity among the marine organisms, aquatic ecosystems, ecological complexes, means that includes diversity species, between the species, and diversity among the different ecosystems. There are total 5 to 50 millions of the species, predicted number of the species, with average at 14 million. Okay? Out of these total known, 60% are insects, 16% are higher plants, about only 0.3% consist of mammals. So all existence of life on the earth have their unique feature, or we can say extraordinary features, and that is the major, you can say, part of survivability of the life or in any ecosystems or on the earth. So basically biodiversity main term जो है that is you can say used for three types of the variations among, that is the variations at the genetic level, variations at the species level, or variations at the ecosystem levels. So these diversity mainly referred as genetic level variations, genetic diversity, species level variations, a species biodiversity, and ecosystem diversity. So some other, that is the fourth group of biodiversity, sometimes called as landscape, that is the heterogeneous group of the lands, and or we can say mosaics of the heterogeneous land forms, vegetation, their land usage or pet. This considered as landscape biodiversity, sometimes considered as the fourth component or fourth elements of biodiversity. Diversity between the species is considered as genetic diversity, diversity between the species considered as a species diversity, that is also known as taxonomic diversity or organismal diversity, and ecological or level or habitat level in ecosystems are called as ecological diversity. There are some interactions among these biodiversity, that is genetic biodiversity, species diversity, or ecosystem biodiversity, that you must understand with the diagram, that is the smallest part, that is the genetic diversity, that's again comes in a species diversity, or then again the genetic diversity and a species diversity comes in ecosystem diversity, that we can clearly understand by these slides. So here we have written, that is the level of interactions among the different scales of organization, that is the genetic diversity, species diversity, and ecological diversity. So in genetic diversity, we can say up to the molecule levels to the community levels. So community, in a community, different populations resides, and maybe there are in between these populations there are some variations, and that variations mainly due to the genetic variations or genetic variations of the genetic constituents of the individuals. And again, in a species diversity, we can say the subspecies or a species of a species up to the kingdom levels. There is may species or subspecies or genus. In genus, there are various species. In again in a species, there are various types of the subspecies. So by this, they are you can say sustains and ecological diversity, maybe biospheres, maybe biome, ecosystems, their habitats. So these all are the different scales of organizations of, you can say, diversity. That is the diversity between the species, either intra-species or infra-species. Okay? So these variations may be due to the variations or governed by the different components, maybe genetic coding, that structures the organisms, maybe nucleotides, maybe genes, maybe chromosomes. So these all, you can say, governs the genetic makeups of the individuals, thereby variations between the individuals. We also learned the when at the genetic levels, or when a cell divide, each cells of the individuals produced their copies. Okay? So the copy is not a actual Xerox of the cells. Just like Xerox machine, they not always copy. So this leads to the variations. Or variations always is a beneficial phenomena, or you can say that helps in the adaptability of the cells. So without variations, we can't assume the survivability of the cells, or you can say existence of any species. So the variations may be at allelic levels. So different variations, that is variations in the gene or entire genes, that is the development of an entire, you can say, different genetic makeup organisms, or maybe in chromosomal structures. So these variations enables a population, that I have already said, to adopt its environments and response to the natural selections. So here we can see in the diagrams the different color body coat, color of the body coats of the giraffe. That is again the color that is due to the what? The variations in the genotype that governs the color of the body. Now, if the species have more genetic diversity, they can adapt better. If they have lower diversity, they, you can say, that leads to the uniformity among the individuals in a populations. So diversity is a key phenomena or key mechanism of maintenance of the, you can say, a species. So genetic diversity may be increases with the variations among the environmental conditions. We can measure or we can determine the different modes or different levels of the diversity among the living organisms by the different techniques. Likewise, the use of the various DNA markers, likewise restriction fragments length polymorphism, that is or PCR, that is polymerase chain reactions, RAPD PCRs, that is random amplified polymorphic DNA PCR, APPCR, that is arbitrarily primed PCR, pulse field gel electrophoresis, microsatellite primed PCRs. So these are various methods that mainly used. We are also using these methods for the phenotyping of the microorganisms. So that's shows, these methods shows the what are the similarity percents among the organisms, or what are the different distance between the, or different genetic difference between the microorganisms. Second is the species diversity, that is variety or variations among the living species within a geographical area. So between the species within a geographical area called as a species diversity, that can be measured by your simplest way to measure, that is the species richness, that is the number of species present per unit area. Just here you can see in the diagram, that is the community A, community B. So community A have how much organism? 10 organism, 10 different birds that belongs to the 4 different species. 1 species, 2 species, 3 and 4 different species. So these 4 species presents in an ecosystem or in an area or in a community, that is called as species richness. That is how much number of species present in an area. And second terminology, that is evenness, that is the number of individual of each species in the area. So here can say 2, 4, 6, 5. So this 2, 4, 6, 7 species of this crow, or likewise one peacock or one of 2 other species. Generally, it is assumed that greater the number of species richness, greater is the species diversity. जितना number of species होगा किसी एरिया में, उतना ज्यादा species diversity होगा. Second, this diversity may be classified into different ways based on their calculations, that is alpha diversity, beta diversity, or gamma diversity. So just alpha diversity is the average species diversity within a particular area. Just you can clearly understand here, there are 3 sets of the different, you can say, geographical area: set A, set B, and set B and set C. Okay, so set A have 3 different types of the species represented by black, or you can say brown and green. Okay, so these 3 are called alpha diversity. So here we can say for this 3 are alpha diversity is 3. Here also alpha diversity is C, set C have 2, and in set B have 3 alpha diversity is 3. Beta diversity is the species diversity between the ecosystem. That is measured by the formula number of species in habitat 1. Means this is habitat 1. A, set A, minus number of common species in habitat 2 and 1. So here there are number of species, how much? 3. And common habitat, common species, only 1. So 2 minus 1, 1 factor, plus number of species in habitat 2. So again here 3, and number of common species in habitat 1 and 2. Again 2 minus 2, 1 similar. So 1. So 1 plus 1, 3 minus 2, 3 minus 2 equal to जो 2 है, that is you can say beta diversity, and gamma diversity is overall diversity for different ecosystems within a region. So here you can assume that is gamma diversity of an ecosystem is equal to 5. A, B और C को दिया है, that is 5. You can calculate simply. So here how much species? 3 species, 4 species, and 1 here different species. So that is 5. So here we can say total difference, total diversity of the species prevalent in different ecosystems. You may compare among 2 or 3 or 4 ecosystems. That is called as gamma diversity. Okay, or any problem? Alpha, simple number of species present in a area. Beta, that is the diverse species difference between the 2 ecosystems. And gamma, that is number of species present in more than 1 ecosystems. That is the gamma. That is overall diversity among the different ecosystems within a region. Now, what are the usage of biodiversity? Each and everything we are consuming, we are using, we are wearing comes from biodiversity. You can say we can use biodiversity in the form of food, vegetable, fruits, nuts, meat, milk, food colorants, flavoring agents, you can say preservative agents. These are all derived from biodiversity. Medicines, that is willow tree, salicylic acid, foxglove, digitoxins का source, Atropa belladonna, atropine source, Opium sativum, codeine source, Papaver somniferum, morphine source. and cinchona, that is quinine source. So these various medicines that are derived from the biodiversity, or you can say various types of the plants. Now animal source product like anticoagulants, coagulants, vasodilator agents, all derived from the animal species, or you can say a form of biodiversity. Biological controls, be very well known. That is the control of larva,
Vector.
larva of Gambusia fish use करके. That's our larvivorous. Industrial materials like building materials, dyes, resins, gum, adhesives, rubber, oils, waxes, which are all derived from agricultural source, or you can say biodiversity. Recreational materials, fish, hair, reptiles, birds, mammals, मनोरंजन पर्पस के लिए जो यूज करते हैं. So these are different uses of biodiversity. Now these biodiversity are on at risk of loss due to the unsustainable use. So there are various factors that are responsible for threats of biodiversity. One of the that is land conversion. Land conversion पता है? Forest land से agricultural land में, likewise river है, day by day we are converting into agricultural land. Likewise climatic change and global warming, it also affects it. I think you people very well known about the what are the climate change, what is the global warming, level of pollution, exploitation of the excessive exploitation of the natural resources, interference of the ecosystems by the, you can say, alien animals. We are day by day we are using the exotic animals, or likewise so the animals from the other geographical area to our geographical area. So that again is responsible for the outbreaks, or you can say various diseases, because they are not very well adapted to our ecosystems. So habitat destructions, deforestations, or likewise genetic manipulations of the species, that is genetically modified organisms, or various brinjal, bitti cotton, or likewise bitti brinjals, बहुत things आप लोग पढ़ा होगा उसको. The secondary causes for these threats of loss of biodiversity includes the population growth. Terminology, that is hotspots, that is developed by Norman Myers in 1988, and this is the richest and most threatened reservoirs of the plants and animal life on the earth. That is hotspot. अभी कह रहे हैं ना, कोरोना का हॉटस्पॉट बन गया है बहुत जगह इंडिया में, नहीं?
Yes.
So there are about 34 hotspots for conservation of biodiversity has been identified worldwide, including 4 Indian hotspots. Now the last topic is the conservation of biodiversity. Conservation means management of human use of the biodiversity, so it may yield sustainable benefit to present generations as well as fulfill the needs of the future generations. So there are 2 basic strategies adopted for conservation of biodiversity. First is the ex situ, or in situ, we can say. First in situ, or second is the ex situ. In situ means on the same place, or ex situ means some other places. So we can see in situ conservation of the biodiversity, that is the conservation of organisms at their natural home, maybe in protected area, maybe in biosphere reserves, maybe in sacred forests, sacred. These are certain I have written here. That is a protected area such as national park and wildlife sanctuaries. There are about 37,000 protected area around the world, of which India has about 612 protected area in the form of national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, about 99 national parks and 513 wildlife sanctuaries. Maybe there is some variations in the data presents. Second is the biosphere reserves. So it is again a protected area of land, maybe of coastal environments, wherein peoples are, you can say, a part of or integral component of the systems. There are 3 main regions of the protected area, biosphere reserves, we can say. That is the core zone, buffer zone, and transition zone. Core zone is the zones are undisturbed or legally protected area. किसी का एंट्री नहीं है वहां. बफर जोन mainly used for research purpose, educational activities और various strategy करने के लिए. And transition zone, that is the surrounding, mainly you can say human activity or human dwellings होता है. So these are again some more clarified picture of biosphere reserves. Here we can say this is a truly restricted zones, and this is educational, research or training purpose we can use. And in transition area, we can say human activities are developed. So these are some pictorial representation of, you can say, the different biosphere reserves, national parks or sanctuary available in India. Next is the ex situ conservation, means conservation outside, conservation of the organisms or living organisms outside or far away from their natural homes. They may conserved in botanical garden, may conserved at zoo, just like Sanjay Gandhi Biological Park. Genes level, pollens, seed bank, tissue culture, DNA banks, likewise. So there are 1500 botanical gardens present around the world, containing more than 80,000 species. And now we have seed banks, tissue culture facility, and other also. So similarly, more than 800 professional manage zoo around the world, and they manage about 3,000 species of the mammals, birds, reptiles, and amphibians. Many zoo have developed. It is one of the 17 mega diverse country of the world, and with 7 to 8% of world recorded plants and animal species. There are about 91,300 species of the animals, 12,470 genera of the invertebrates, 69,000 more arthropods, 5,000 about 5,000 vertebrates, 45,500 species of the plants, as well as 5,600 microbial species have been documented in India, and about more than 5,000 plant species and about 2,000 animal species are endemic to India. Okay. Also, India maintains the culture and traditional diversity, just like tribal or traditional groups that resides in the forested village or likewise. So this is suggested readings. I have prepared this from various, you can say, by reference of various articles that given here for your further suggested reading.